judge's decision?
I mean, I thought I won by split decision, like, it's a close fight, but I thought I won.
And Manny, like he has throughout his whole entire career, does a great job with 30 seconds left or even the 10-second clapper of throwing flurries, and the crowd reacts and steals rounds.
Manny Pacquiao, was history robbed by this decision? Because we've seen bad decisions, we've seen them before. They don't cost somebody the way it cost Manny Pacquiao. That would have been historic, and we get a draw.
Following Manny Pacquiao's majority draw against Mario Barrios on July 19th, speculation erupted after claims surfaced that Pacquiao leaked alleged proof of tampering by the judges. Although no verified files or formal confirmations have emerged, the boxing world is already ablaze with theories and intense scrutiny.
Manny Pacquiao, was history robbed by this decision? Because we've seen bad decisions, we've seen them before. They don't cost somebody the way it cost Manny Pacquiao. That would have been historic, and we get a draw instead. What's your opinion?
Everyone's screaming robbery, and I understand. I mean, the nostalgia of watching Manny Pacquiao go out there and do what he did. I mean, he was absolutely incredible for his age. In terms of, was he incredible for Manny Pacquiao? No, because Manny from 10 years ago, I think, would ice Barrios in one round. But this version of Manny Pacquiao, which it was so amazing to watch. I mean, what a legend. For him to be able to do what he did at this advanced age, come back from a 4-year hiatus, hasn't fought in 4 years, step right into a 12-round.
Off a loss, by the way.
Awful loss, and look that damn good. And listen, I know you're gonna be like, oh, he didn't, he looked okay. Barrios didn't look good at all. Doesn't matter. Against Ugas, he didn't look good. Pacquiao looked bad in the Ugas fight. He looked good in this fight. So I don't know. I'm over the moon for Manny Pacquiao. His ability to do what he did at this stage of his career. The fact that he always comes back. He's always looking for the biggest challenges.
Criticism over the judges' cards is widespread, with Pacquiao and many fans questioning the outcome. One official scored at 115 to 113 for Barrios, while the other two had it 114 to 114. Despite many believing Pacquiao outboxed Barrios across all 12 rounds, if murmurs of irregular scorecards or leaked conversations prove accurate, it could trigger a firestorm that casts doubt over the fairness of judging at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas.
This fight against Mario Barrios was a bit of a roller coaster ride because, it looked for a minute there like this could have been an Ugas situation and Manny was going to look a little sad. Trying to get on my scorecard here, it was not a hard fight to score. I'll tell you that one right now, because first round, obviously a Manny Pacquiao round, Barrios didn't even throw didn't throw punches. Second round was a little closer, but I still thought Pacquiao had the action. And my thinking going into this is why I bet on Pacquiao. I've been to a couple Barrios fights in Vegas. I've seen him fight on a couple of cards, on a Canelo card, Benavidez card. I've interviewed Barrios at least twice, I think maybe 3 times. Really good dude, San Antonio, super solid. A bigger welterweight, but has had some tough goes when he stepped up in competition. Gervonta Davis fight comes to mind.
Though debate lingers over punch stats and Pacquiao's tempo, much of the audience's focus shifted to Barrios' flat showing. The younger title holder failed to push the action or apply pressure, confusing spectators with his hesitance. Barrios didn't take command or raise the pace, causing some to wonder if Pacquiao's stature and experience rattled him. His overly cautious style left many unconvinced he had earned even a draw.
So yeah, everybody, so this is Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. So yeah, everybody, Manny Pacquiao, this ended in a draw. So yeah. This was a good fight, very good fight. I thought Pacquiao edged it, based off, I don't know, maybe eye-catching work, but Barrios was, I would say, was slipping away halfway through 6-7, around that there, and then he came back in the last couple of rounds, but in the same time, I think Pacquiao did enough to win the fight. But it was a great fight, everybody. Manny Pacquiao looked far from done in this fight. He looked fantastic, looked like Father Time didn't beat him, and he was quite impressive tonight. And more impressive than the expedition he did face in Japan not too long ago. It was a great fight. Unfortunately, no win put down to either fighter. It was a draw. Second draw for Barrios too. His last draw was from the Abdul Ramos. So yeah, so this was a great fight, everybody. What do you guys think about it? I thought it was a very, very good fight. And yeah.
Ex-welterweight champ Sean Porter, who spent years sparring with Pacquiao, didn't mince words. He said scoring rounds for Barrios was nearly impossible, adding, "Mario never seized control, not once. If there was a momentum gauge, it leaned toward Manny the whole fight." Porter slammed the scoring as flat-out failure, stating the judges were out of their depth. "This is Ivy League boxing. You're stuck in grade school," he said. His verdict was blunt. He doesn't trust. The officials?
What do you think about the overall matchup?
Everything, man. I watched him train last week or the week before, and amazing to see him still move and bounce and do all the same things that he was doing in camp years ago when I was with him. So he's still locked in. He's still him, Crazy, but he is. You know what they say, man. The last thing to go is that power. Listen. We've seen Manny on the end of bad decisions before. Timothy Bradley, excuse me. Jeff Horn fight. Shout out to Tim. I know how you feel about that. But this is what he's got to deal with. You can't go through a camp, do what you just did right there. We saw all the heart, everything that we've always seen from Manny, and this is the result. Shout out to Mario. He made the fight difficult just from being a big guy who is a better boxer than I realized. Came to the ring with a true game plan to try to box and be patient, find openings and things of that nature. I don't think that Mario did enough to win. I don't think he did enough for a draw. I think that there was a lot more that he could have done. But the main thing is the style that he chose to box was actually a good style to use against Manny Pacquiao. They were saying that they were going to come right to the middle of the ring, and they did, but they came to the middle of the ring and then they circled, they moved, they worked behind the jab. Not enough jabs, not enough of everything for Mario.
Boxing commentator and trainer Teddy Atlas gave a more measured response to the Pacquiao-Barrios decision. On his podcast, he noted the contest was extremely close with several tight rounds. While some felt Pacquiao was wronged, Atlas felt the draw was outrageous. He observed that Manny showed signs of his age early, but then settled into rhythm, though many would give the edge to Pacquiao. Atlas argued the result wasn't a scandal, it matched the razor-thin nature of the fight.
All right, but we're going to pick it up. The return of the legend, the icon, Manny Pacquiao from Las Vegas, Nevada at the MGM. Took on the WBC 147-pound welterweight champion, Mario Barrios. And this was Manny's return to the ring. 4 years of inactivity since his last fight versus Ugas. And Manny, in my opinion, I'm very impressed at 46 years old to see Manny Pacquiao doing what he was doing out there. I didn't see the legs of the past to close those gaps or the explosion. But you did see Manny Pacquiao throwing his flurries and going back to his old style of fighting. So with that being said, bud, I just want to get right into it. I want to get your breakdown of this fight. There's a lot of people out there saying that Manny Pacquiao was robbed. I thought this fight was very intriguing because of how close it was. There's a lot of hard rounds to score. And Manny, like he has throughout his whole entire career, does a great job with 30 seconds left or even the 10-second clapper of throwing flurries, and the crowd reacts and steals rounds. With that being said, I was shocked to not hear Manny Pacquiao's name called as the winner because of that. I did think it was a draw, but again, I thought Manny's name would be called. What did you think? What did you make of this fight?
First of all, I watched the fight. Thank you to all the great UFC people, Glenn and Charlie Monahan and all those people. They actually got me a feed in the suite on the set in New Orleans. While in between we were doing hits for UFC, they made it possible for me to watch the fight live. So I appreciate that. So also with that atmosphere, that environment, there's some distractions going on. But I saw the fight, I saw it good, I saw it solid. I make these statements. I think my son is right on the button, first of all. And with everything that he just laid out, When you're talking about an icon, a guy like this, 46 years old, I mean, just a special fighter.
Veteran sportscaster Jim Gray didn't hold back in blasting the verdict, firmly stating Pacquiao was the rightful winner and labeling the result a stain on boxing. He highlighted Manny's aggressive pace, clean power punches, and superior control. Of the ring is decisive, Gray was visibly upset the officials missed what he and many others believed was plain to see. His comments added to a growing outcry from fans and pundits who saw the draw as unjustified.
Right, and
Okay.
then do 114.
I thought Manny won.
Close fight. I think Manny did a good job towards the end. Last round I gave it to Barrios, but the last
But
5
still,
rounds,
yeah,
the 12,
I had the
it was-
same win.
It was Manny Pacquiao. I thought Barrios was going to take it. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Well,
Great job by Manny Pacquiao. He's 46 years old.
4 years old, 46. Look,
Yeah, I mean,
and you know boxing, so people can't say
yeah.
that you're biased or you're just
No,
a straight.
I think he did great.
I think
for
he
his
won.
age,
Regardless.
It's not the money that we used to know, but thank God he didn't lose.
Former champion and boxing analyst Fernando Vargas voiced frustration over the Pacquiao-Barrios draw, but ultimately accepted it on technical grounds. In a reaction video, Vargas praised Pacquiao's sharp performance and noted the crowd clearly believed Manny had one. Yet he also pointed to Barrios' stronger closing rounds as justification for the tie. Vargas admitted the outcome was disappointing, but stood by the scoring, suggesting that the ringside division of opinion reflected the judge's final call.